Have you ever met someone who seemed incredibly talented, intelligent, even charismatic, and yet, no matter how many opportunities they got, their career or business always ended in struggle? Have you ever wondered why certain people with questionable integrity hit constant roadblocks, or others with less technical skill but strong character seem to flourish effortlessly? Welcome back to our channel, where we explore not just how to succeed, but how to succeed with depth, wisdom, and alignment. This topic uncovers a truth often ignored in the world of ambition: that your character is the foundation of your destiny. We'll reveal the invisible threads that connect morality, energy, and long-term success, and why the lack of ethical grounding ultimately leads to collapse, no matter how brilliant the mind or deep the dream. Let's start with a radical truth that shakes the foundation of superficial success: the universe doesn't reward talent alone. Rewards alignment. Alignment with truth, with integrity, with service, and with universal principles. And while you may be able to manipulate your way to short-term gain, the long arc of time always favors those who embody character. Because character is resonance, and resonance determines reality. There's a famous saying: your reputation is what others think of you, but your character is what you truly are. And character is fate. That is not poetry. That is spiritual science. In a world obsessed with results, we often forget that it is who you are, not just what you do, that shapes your outcomes. You may attract wealth by cunning. You may build networks by charm, but you cannot attract the energetic consequences of your choices. Let's break this down. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every action you take emits a frequency. That frequency is not isolated. It radiates upward. It creates impressions, not just in the world, but in your own field of consciousness. When you act with deceit, greed, arrogance, or cruelty, you create internal fractures. You pollute your own spirit, and that pollution eventually reflects back as difficulty in your relationships, in your mind, in your business. You may say, "But I've seen dishonest people succeed." True. But the question is how long, and at what cost? And what do we mean by success? If success means money, yes, bad people can get rich. But if success means peace, fulfillment, legacy, harmony, and lasting influence, then character is not optional, it is essential. Take a deeper look at the leaders you admire most, not just for their accomplishments, but for their presence, their dignity, their consistency. You'll find that their inner world is ordered, their conscience is clean. They walk the talk, they lead with service, and that inner strength becomes their external magnetism. How compare that to individuals who cut corners, deceive clients, exploit workers, or lie to their audiences? Their businesses might skyrocket for a time, but they will eventually crash. Because trust is the currency of life, and trust is built not through tactics, but through truth. Even if no one sees what you do in the dark, you see it, your own subconsciousness, and that knowing affects everything. From your sleep to your creativity to your confidence, you cannot deceive the mirror of your own soul. Here's a practical truth: people don't just buy products or services, they buy energy. When you enter a room, make a page, or lead a team, what speaks louder than your rhythm is your vibration, and vibration comes from integrity. You keep your word. Do you honor your agreements? Do you uplift or undermine others? These are not just moral questions, they are strategic ones. Let me tell you a story. Here was a mind who ran a successful tech company. On paper, he was a genius. Ivy League education, investor backing, media praise. But behind the scenes, he manipulated numbers, abused employees, and lied to partners. Eventually, the lies caught up. The company collapsed. Investors left. His name became a cautionary tale. Contrast that with another man, less flashy, slower to rise, but deeply principled. He built his business on transparency, compassion, and quality. It took longer. 10 years later, not only was his business thriving, his employees were loyal, his customers were evangelists, and his sleep was peaceful. This is not just anecdotal, it is karmic law in action. The energy you put into your work becomes the energy your work carries, and that energy is what people respond to, consciously or unconsciously. Think of your business or career as a house. Skill and strategy build the walls, but character lays the foundation. Without a solid foundation, it's just a matter of time before the whole structure collapses, no matter how beautiful it looks. Now let's talk about a deeper layer. The metaphysical impact of unethical behavior. In many wisdom traditions, it is taught that dishonesty and manipulation create energetic debt. This debt must be repaid for suffering, failure, or painful lessons. The universe is not cruel, it is just, and its justice operates with perfect precision. So when someone lies to win a contract, the contract may succeed, but that person has just signed an energetic agreement, one that says I choose short-term gain over long-term truth, and that choice will shape their path. They may not feel the consequences today, but they will. It is only a matter of time. This is why integrity is not just a virtue, it is a form of intelligence. It is understanding that every moment is a seed, and every seed grows, so plant wisely. If you want to build a business that lasts, a brand that matters, a career that fulfills, build it on truth. Let your clients trust you. Let your employees respect you. Let your soul stand tall even when no one is watching. Character is what you return to when the market crashes, when the media turns, when investors flee. It is your inner compass, your anchor in the storm, your final defense against despair. And here's the beautiful irony. When you build with character, you attract not just success, but the kind of success you want, the kind that doesn't poison your peace, the kind that elevates others, the kind that lasts beyond your lifetime. In the end, the question is not, can I succeed without integrity? Because yes, you might. The real question is, who do I become in the process? And that question defines everything. So, if you're struggling in business or life, ask yourself, not just what tactics to use, but what energy you are operating from. Are you clean in your dealings? Do you honor your word? Do you serve or manipulate? The answers to these questions will reveal more about your future than any business plan. This message resonates with you. Reflect on it. Share your story in the comments. Have you ever seen character shape someone's destiny, for better or worse? Have you experienced the invisible rewards of doing the right thing, even when it was hard? And if this video offered you insight, wisdom, or a sense of deeper direction, please like, subscribe, and consider becoming a member to support more content like this. Thank you for watching this video.